Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of, one that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
When you choose to earn your degree online from Southern New Hampshire University, you're saying yes to new opportunities and to new adventures. You're saying yes to something big, something you've always wanted to do. If earning your degree is one of your goals this new year, SNHU can help you get there. With low online tuition, no set class times, and multiple term starts per year, you can set the pace that works for you and save money along the way. Visit snhu.edu today to get started.
Where'd you get those shoes? Easy. They're from DSW. Because DSW has the exact right shoes for whatever you're into right now. You know, like the sneakers that make office hours feel like happy hour. The boots that turn grocery aisles into runways. And all the styles that show off the many sides of you, from daydreamer to multitasker and everything in between. Because you do it all in really great shoes. Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store or dsw.com.
With millions of books on Amazon, there's a reading feeling for everyone. For example, Juan's. As he drifts away to nirvana after only the first chapter, is different to Maya's. When she discovered the narrator was, in fact, the evil twin, which is also different to Noah's. Aww. Anytime the cute cyberpunk is mentioned, even though in reality he'd be totally out of his league. From to Aww. Amazon Books. That reading feeling awaits.
Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month we're talking about women who found themselves at the center of controversy, whether deserved or not. Today we're talking about a woman who had not one, but two alter egos, and hid behind them while targeting those who are most vulnerable. Let's talk about Juana Barraza. Juana Barraza was born on December 27, 1957, in Hidalgo, Mexico. From the beginning, she experienced poverty and hardship. According to Juana, her mother was an alcoholic who frequently mistreated her. The mistreatment reached a peak when her mother allegedly gave 12-year-old Juana to a much older man in exchange for beer. This resulted in a cycle of physical and sexual abuse. Juana ended up getting pregnant and giving birth to a baby boy. Juana went on to have 3 more children. As a single mother, she supported them through street vending, domestic work, and petty theft. But this, of course, wasn't her dream. Her dream was lucha libre. In Mexico, pro wrestling, known as lucha libre, is a popular form of entertainment. It's not just about the physical sport, but also the pageantry. The fighters, or luchadores, have nicknames, wear colorful masks and suits, and use the ropes to acrobatically go after their opponents. Juana's nickname was the Lady of Silence. She wore white boots with dark stripes, a pink suit with a white butterfly belt, and a butterfly mask to cover her face.
Yo soy la señora Juana Barraza Samperi.
¿Ruda o técnica?
Ruda de corazón.
¿Y dónde es más ruda, aquí o en casa?
Pues en los dos lados.
With a stocky and strong build, Juana may have had the look of a luchador, but that's all she had. She never actually competed in a professional match. She occasionally participated in the amateur circuit, but in reality, she was a popcorn vendor at the wrestling arena in Mexico City, who socialized with professional wrestlers. Meanwhile, in 1998, a darkness fell over Mexico City. Elderly women started being murdered. As highly respected but also very vulnerable members of society, this shook the country. People were outraged that old women were being targeted. The Attorney General's Office of the Federal District reported that between 1998 and 2003, 10 elderly women were killed. And the woman at the center of it all was La Mataviejitas, or the Little Old Lady Killer. Unbeknownst to the public, La Mataviejitas was Juana. When she wasn't working at the wrestling arena, she was scoping out her next victim. She targeted old women who were by themselves and heading home. Sometimes she offered to help them carry their groceries inside. Other times she would claim to be a governmental health aide there for a checkup. Once she was in, she scanned the home for any item that could be used to strangle someone. It could be anything from a telephone cord to a pair of tights. But that wasn't the end of it. After her victim was dead, Juana rummaged through their things to find a small keepsake to take with her. Finally, she would slink out without being noticed. By the mid-2000s, the police were under serious pressure to find the person responsible for these murders. At least 300 undercover police officers were placed across the city in public places to see if they could catch the killer in the act. While they may have been looking in the right places, they were looking for the wrong person. They thought the killer had to be a man because strangulation usually requires big, strong hands, a feature they didn't think women could possess. Plus, witness accounts described the killer as someone with a short and stocky build, albeit wearing women's clothing. With this piece of information, the police targeted cross-dressing sex workers. The community was furious. The profiling was cruel and unjust. Finally, after years of terror, the police caught a lucky break. On January 25, 2006, Joel Lopez went to visit his 82-year-old neighbor. When he got there, the door was open and the place was completely ransacked. As he wandered through the apartment, he encountered a woman in a red coat. It was Juana. They briefly made eye contact before she fled. Joel soon found his neighbor lying on the floor. Shocked, he ran out of the apartment and flagged down a police car that was passing by. He told the police about the woman in the red coat. They were able to track Juana down before she could leave the area. When they brought her in, they found the 82-year-old woman's ID, some food stamps for the elderly, and a cell phone. La Mataviejitas had finally been caught. While on trial, Juana was rather stoic. When asked why she did it, she simply said, "I got angry." She confessed to her final murder, but that was it. She tried to pin the killings on other people, but the police never found any evidence that she had accomplices. Her fingerprints matched the prints at multiple crime scenes. In total, they were able to find evidence to connect Juana to 16 different murders. But the actual number is believed to be upwards of 40. In 2008, the judge found Juana guilty and sentenced her to 759 years in prison. When she heard the verdict, she calmly said, "May God forgive you and not forget me." Today, Juana spends her days in prison working as a gym instructor. On the outside, she's considered a pop cultural icon. In 2023, Netflix released a documentary about her life called The Lady of Silence, La Mataviejitas Murders. All month, we're talking about women of controversy. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. As always, we'll be taking a break for the weekend. Talk to you on Monday.
Does money stress you out? Let Facet flip your financial chaos into clarity.
We feel way more confident and secure in our finances, and with that comes a sense of freedom.
Financial planning from Facet is here to help you improve your life today, tomorrow, and every day after that.
Facet was really the place where we saw all of the tools and the people coming together.
Visit Facet.com, FACET.com to learn more. This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth is an SEC-registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice. These testimonials are from current Facet members who are not compensated. All opinions are their own and not a guarantee of a similar outcome.
Oh man, nothing is worse than a bad cold that knocks you down hard. That's why it's convenient to keep the new Theraflu soft chews right at your fingertips. They have the same multi-symptom relief that you get from Theraflu. Not only are they packed with the power of Theraflu in every single bite, but the easy-to-take chewables are simpler than making soup or tea or whatever. So be prepared and grab some new Theraflu soft chews. Fast, anywhere relief by your side. Use as directed.
With millions of books on Amazon, there's a reading feeling for everyone. For example, Raquel's "Whoa" when she first entered the kingdom by Dragonback is different to Ari's "Whoa" when he found out there was more than one crime scene, which is also different to Ava's "Whoa" the moment when the stable boy became a stable man. From
whoa
to
whoa
to
whoa.
Amazon Books. That reading feeling awaits.
When the time comes to plan your next big getaway, know we got a destination idea for you. Orlando. Just think about it. The thrills at their 15 world-class theme parks, followed by awesome outdoor adventures, amazing food festivals, and top-notch dining spots. Orlando has all that and much more than you'd expect. In Orlando, anything is possible if you can imagine it. Plan your escape today and save at visitorlando.com. That's visitorlando.com for everything you need for an amazing getaway.